15 seconds. That's how long you've got to tell somebody what you do before the opportunity quietly closes. Did you hear what I said? I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. 15 seconds. And the question that you get to answer is, so what do you do? If you're in the middle of a career pivot and those 5 words just made your stomach drop, I want you to stay right here because today I'm handing you the exact sentence that fixes it. It's not going to be a theory, a framework. I'm talking about providing you with the actual words you can use. Now, here is what happens to most people mid career pivot. And I want you to picture this. You're at a networking event. You might be at a backyard barbecue. You might even be standing in line for coffee at a conference. And someone turns to you and asks you the most ordinary question in the world. So, what do? And you freeze. You start to talk, but you stumble and you start with where you used to be. You drift into where you're trying to go. Somewhere in the middle, you apologize and then you trail off without ever landing with the answer. Now, that person, listen, they nod politely and then they move on. And an opportunity that could have started right there quietly closes. And this is where it gets real juicy and interesting for someone like you. The elevator pitch is the moment you've built everything on paper and it either comes to life or it falls apart. You can have a beautiful pivot statement, a sharp bio, a polished LinkedIn profile, but if you can't say who you are out loud with confidence in 15 seconds, none of that, what you have on paper, is going to matter in the moment that counts. So, again, we're here to fix it today, and I'm going to be straightforward with you. I'm not going to tell you that this is a magic trick. I'm telling you that there's an order to this, and you've probably been saying yours backwards. If you by chance don't know who I am, I'm Tammy L. Davis, a tech consultant CEO and former administrative assistant. I've been running my own tech consulting firm since 2006, and I went from making $35,000 a year to running my own company and mentoring other professionals to do the same. So when I tell you your pitch is broken, I'm not speaking from a textbook. I'm speaking from experience. I literally have watched smart, capable people who are better at this than they think lose the room in 15 seconds because no one ever taught them the order. And here's the mistake in the entire game. Most people build their pitch like a resume in order: where I've been, what I'm doing now, what I'm hoping to do next. So past, present, future. And that's exactly backwards. Your experience has been preparing you for something. You just haven't labeled it consulting yet. But you lead with your resume, and you might say, well, I used to be in HR and now I'm sort of transitioning into tech consulting. You want to know what they hear? Confusion. You just landed them a gap to figure out, and they're not going to know what to do with you. They're not going to do that work for you. I mean, listen, does any of this sound familiar? It should. I'm not saying that your background is the problem. I'm saying the order is you're leading with the thing that makes people wonder instead of the thing that makes people lean in. So we're about to flip it. Lead with the future, the result you create, then the role, and only then the background that makes you credible. Because your non-traditional background, it isn't a gap, it's a niche. And in consulting, niches get paid. I don't know if you've heard me say there's riches in the niches, but it's true and I mean it. The reason you see problems other people miss isn't in spite of your background, it's because of it. I'm talking about the HR person who becomes a system consultant. They sat in the broken process every single day. They know exactly where the leaks are. And that's not random. That's the thing that you've been doing for years. You just haven't put a name on it. So now I'm ready to give you the structure, and the structure is in three parts. 15 seconds. I'm going to give it to you in a fill in the blank sort of way. So you need to grab your pen or screenshot this. Pause, go get your pen, come back. All right. So part one, who you help and the result. Part two, what you do. Part three, the proof, the evidence, where you came from, and say it in a way that lands. Now, real quick, before I hand you the exact sentence, if any of this is landing and you want the full system, the pivot statement, the bio, the LinkedIn profile that matches this complete pitch, I want you to scan the QR code that's popped up somewhere on the screen or click the link in the description box and you can join the Pivot Lobby. That is where we start to support you in creating your complete consulting identity. So let's get back to it. Let's build the sentence. And here's the formula. I want you to say it out loud with me. I don't care who's in the room with you watching. Just say these three words with me. Line one, I help who get what results. Line two, I am role and built that from years of experience in your old world. And line three, that's exactly why I see the problem most people miss. Okay, so let me say it in an HR way. Let's say that you came from HR and now you help small businesses fix their hiring process, or you help large corporations fix their hiring process. Your 15 seconds sounds like this. I help growing companies stop losing their best candidates to a broken hire process. I'm an operations consultant and I built that from 10 years running HR inside a company that made every one of those mistakes. That's exactly why I see the leak before most people do. Did you just hear what happened? Future first, role second, background as proof slash evidence. Did that sound technical? It shouldn't. That's the three sentences. You can say that at a barbecue. You can again say that you standing in line waiting to get coffee. And this is the part where you're going to fight me. So let me get ahead of it. The words matter. But before you say them like you're apologizing for existing, they still won't land. Confidence is a skill, not a personality. And the fastest way to build it is to say it out loud. 5 times today. I'm talking about out loud before you close this video. I should know my nickname is Quiet Storm. So I know that you don't need to be the loudest person in the room. You just need to be the clearest. Being clear beats options every single time, and you don't need to do everything. You just need to do one thing well. And that one thing is 15 seconds you can say without flinching. Because the bigger picture, and this matters more than the networking event, this pitch is your final piece of your consulting identity, your pivot statement, your bio, your LinkedIn, and now this, the thing that you're going to say out loud 5 times. When those 4 things match, something changes. Like you stop explaining yourself, you start inviting people in. This might be your lane, this might be your place. Your experience has been preparing you for something, and now you have the sentence that says it. So here's what I want you to do right now. Write your 3 lines in the comments. Drop them below. What industry you came from, I want you to drop it below in the comments. I read every single one of them, and I want to support you in sharpening it. And if this mapped out your path, definitely subscribe to this channel, because next week I'm going to be breaking down how to take that pitch and turn it into your first consulting conversation. Again, I'm not telling you it's going to be easy, but what I am telling you is that the door is open in a way that it has never been before. You just need the words, and now you have them. Go Sam out loud 5 times. I'll see you next week.